later. So the last one, I'm gonna do one more before we get out of here. Something fun. You want to do some junk food? You want to do breakfast food? You want to do? Oh, you know what? Let's do that. One.
It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Really? Nope. I think this will be an interesting conversation. One has got to go. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, VVC Life. Don't forget to subscribe on Instagram at JS1 a Supplier. And definitely want to subscribe to him. Dork Time Radio. So, one's got to go. Hulu, HBO Go, Amazon Prime, or Netflix. Now, the reason why I put these together on the list is because all of them are premium. These are the best of the best streaming service providers. They all create original content. And they all allow you to connect to them without any major services. I mean, obviously you need the internet, but outside of that, you don't. However, there's a streaming war going on. So this is a great conversation. When you choose to spend money, where are you spending your money for your streaming services? I'm on streaming all the time, so you still may be like regular television type of guy. But, I mean, you know, I don't know.
Well, with the rabbit ears on my TV.
Yeah. You still trying to catch a signal? Yeah, you probably do.
Thanks,
you probably got a little bit of internet. I don't know about
Actually,
that.
we have all 4 of those.
Bullshit. That's only because you got a wife. That's it. You be living in a rock you probably wouldn't even have electricity if it wasn't for her.
HBO Go gets my boxing.
Okay.
Amazon Prime has to stay because my daughter is obsessed with Sarah and Duck.
Okay.
This kids program, which is pretty awesome, actually.
Okay.
Interestingly, the narrator is the newscaster in V for Vendetta. So
Really?
And I knew it. I was like, I recognized it. Which is because I don't often, anyways. But Hulu, I just watched Das Boot, which is the new series from the movie from back in, 81 or something. But they've done a 6-part series in German that is superb. And
they also have a show called Harlots.
We refused to watch that. Is it any good?
I love that show.
Oh, okay.
What?
Just because it was a stupid name. It was like, it was so like BBC, like, hey, we're going to call it Harlots. We so edgy.
It's, oh my God. I wish you'd just stop that. Like, yo, watch the trailer and enjoy it. It's really because
every time we watch Handmaid's Tale, it says, you can watch this if you want. And we're like, no.
It's about one woman it's about 2 women. Both of them have whorehouses. But one of them is very established. She's older. She has a lot of money. And so her girls and her clientele is high class. And there's another woman. She's got her whorehouse, but it's more like regular girls. And they serve as kind of like soldiers, right. kind of. So they are actually going at each other's necks because they're both trying to survive in a changing environment where they're making it less tolerable for them. So it's a politics. There's some catty female stuff, but it's mostly politics and drama and women dealing with being in that world, trying to be something different, coping with that whole thing, and then competing against each other in kind of like a horror Olympics type of vibe. But I loved it. I thought it was a really, really great show. If you don't like it, that's fine. Also, what I love on Hulu is they have a show called like Want to Buy an Island or something like that. Which show is this real estate guy showing people islands and then picking one. I think that is the greatest thing of all time. I watched that. I watched some of the weirdest shit.
I can't figure out how they can afford these fucking places because they're
it's not really.
He breeds salamanders and she puts butterflies on hats. They're looking at hats that cost $400 million. And they're 28 years old. And you're like,
well, the funny part is what I learned is these islands aren't that expensive. Like they were islands that were 800,000, maybe like 900, $1 million. But then like the highest end I might have seen was like 80 or 90 million dollars. And then most of the time when you look at guys that are doing 80 and 90 million, they're like, we're real estate guys. We've already got hotels. We've got resorts. We want to do something exclusive for our VIP clients, so we're buying an island and we're wanting to do.
So they're gentrifying the fucking islands.
No, the islands don't have anybody. Most of the time, it's either an island that somebody else left because they couldn't pay for it, or it's very rare that the bigger islands have stuff on it.
Islands.
Right, and then I think I've seen 1 or 2 that were actually completely developed and like had stuff going on, but it was dope, man. It's just something interesting to watch. Of course, Netflix is everything to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They make too much original content that is really great. Yeah. Amazon Prime is starting to get into that space. To me, they developed a ton of content, but I feel like...
I'm watching Trapped at the moment on Amazon Prime. It's fun. Iceland.
The Boys.
The
Boys
Boys
have
awesome.
To watch The Boys. Oh,
I'm 2 episodes
my
in,
God.
So let's not talk about it anymore.
Okay,
but yes,
okay.
loving it.
Right, definitely agree. And then HBO Go is a classic. I mean, HBO Go, first of all, I hate the fact that HBO Go had like 20 years before these guys even came out. So when these guys are competing, HBO Go is like, hey, bitch, hey, I got Entourage, I got Wire, So even though they're not, HBO Go isn't developing nearly as much content as these guys are developing, but the quality of the content.
When they say, I mean, like, you know,
catalog.
that show Trapped, I mean, that was made, you know, and then they bought it, and it becomes Netflix original over here.
Right, of course.
It's not. It was made for German TV.
Right, of course. I mean, they did that. Bodyguard, Sherlock, with Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, they've taken a bunch of BBC content. I mean, as well as stuff from CBS, NBC, ABC. Netflix grabs whatever they can that is bingeable. I feel like Netflix can never go because Netflix modernized the concept of streaming television.
Which one did Chernobyl?
Was it Netflix? Oh, no. It was HBO Go.
Oh, it was HBO?
It was HBO. Yeah. It was HBO. So, all right. So, the one that I feel like has to stay off top is Netflix. Because like I said, they modernized streaming. Yeah. Period. Nobody ever believed that television would be the way it is until Netflix came and improved the business model. So, the next thing that I feel like has to stay...
And you can still do the DVD thing, you know?
They still do it. They still do it. I don't even know why they say, but they still have 1 million subscribers. HBO Go.
Everyone does it that way.
HBO Go has to stay because the content. Mm-hmm. The content is too classic. There are too many shows that I love. I have a big ass fucking poster of Entourage behind me. It shows you how much I love their content.
Rome is my
Rome was phenomenal. I hate the fact that the set got burnt down or whatever the fuck behind the scenes bullshit happened.
Oh, really?
We couldn't get. That's the only reason why they did 3 seasons.
2.
Oh, 2 seasons. Yeah. So like, what happened was they were having problems with the budget. Something else happened, and then the set burned down. Yeah. And then they were like, "We're not going to spend all this money to rebuild this elaborate set."
I just watched it again recently, like last week.
So HBO Go is your main keep, and then your secondary would be what? Oh, you were saying Amazon Prime was your secondary.
Because Amazon Prime for my daughter, Netflix.
So Hulu, we're both in agreement that Hulu's got to go.
Yeah, but I don't want it to go because they got good stuff. When they have good stuff, they have good stuff. But actually, their stuff is generally speaking, I don't. It's a one-off when I find it.
Right. You know, and this is just my opinion. Disney just bought, I think, half of Hulu, and they're going to be developing content for Hulu. I just feel like they should just fold Hulu into Disney Plus and just say, you know, fuck out of here. Like, who really cares? Nobody would care if the name Hulu went away. That's just my personal opinion. But
but when they have good stuff, it's excellent.
No, I definitely agree. And I feel like they have access to because all of the networks are invested in it, they have some of the best network television stuff just on Hulu.
I never look at that shit.
I know, we know you're not into commercialized television. We know you're the consummate underground guy.
I forget that, you know, so it's usually, you know, if I hear a lot of...
All right, I'm going to throw a couple shows at you, and then we're going to get out of here. But I need to get your opinion. Narcos.
Loved it.
Loved it? Okay, cool.
The Mexican one, too. Have you seen Mexico?
Yeah, everything Narcos I've definitely loved about it. Okay, so Narcos you loved. There's a show called, was that Bad Blood?
Was that the one set in like Montreal or something?
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it? It had a rough beginning. I got into it.
I didn't get past the beginning.
Okay.
It was too cliched. It wasn't doing enough. You know what I mean?
Right. We both agreed that The Boys was it. I'm definitely with you on that. Let's see. There might have been one or two others I want to get. All of the stand-ups, favorite stand-ups off of Netflix. Stranger Things. Wow. Never got into Stranger Things.
It was good.
Comedians in cars getting coffee.
Never seen it.
What? Seinfeld picks up classic cars, picks up comedians, and just has conversations about comedy, the intricacies of comedy, what makes them write, how they write their bits, all of that stuff. It's just, you'll love it. Come on, give in to commercialism every now and then, brother. Like sometimes there's greatness in those hills.
The Incas, wait.
Where? Let's see.
Oh, no.
What about
in Cars, not
comedians and Incas. I was like, yeah, it's comedians and cars and coffee. And he sits down with Eddie Murphy. Seinfeld and Eddie Murphy get coffee and talk about comedy. Yo, it's a phenomenal conversation.
You know what I'm going to say to Eddie Murphy.
Oh, my God. Get over yourself. What? Why don't you like Eddie Murphy? What?
Because
what in the world
do you want to know the story?
Oh, I want to know the story. There's no way in hell you think I don't want the story.
No.
Go ahead.
In 1981,
on
Saturday Night Live,
okay,
they decided they wanted to get. They were having a band play. John Belushi asked. Anyway, so they got this punk band to play called Fear.
Okay.
They asked. They called down to my house, that Discord house. Ian picked up the phone. I was sitting next to him, and they were like, "Yeah, we need some punk rockers to come up and be on the show, Halloween night, with Fear." Okay, so a bunch of us jumped into cars, drove up to New York to be on Saturday Night Live. They were fucking assholes to us the entire time.
What?
They cut the show. Like the band went on, like they're playing. The band plays first set, band plays second set. We're all like, all right, let's be, because they were like, let's show those crazy fucking kids. They're slam dancing and they're moshing. So we went out, we did our shit, and they were like, I mean, first of all, we walked out there, and the place is tiny. It's like the size of this.
Right.
And then the bands don't play very loud because it's television.
Volumes.
Acoustics, right? You know what I mean. So the whole thing's weird. We, jump around and do our bit, and they have a dress rehearsal, so we've done this before. And the show, they had changed the cast. It wasn't the original Chevy Chase. It was this new cast with Eddie Murphy, and he fucking sucked. His comedy bit was not funny, and then I had to sit through it again, like the second time, and it was still not funny. It was just stupid. He sucked, and then they're all fucking like booing at us, and he's like sitting there going, "Fuck you, assholes! Fuck you, fucking punk rock faggots! Fuck you!" And it was just like, "What did we do? You invited us to your fucking show,
right?"
I mean, so anyway, we went out doing our shit. They locked us in the fucking in the green room because we were wandering around backstage. There's like 30 of us. We're like wandering around backstage. Like we found somebody's birthday party, like one of the secretaries or something. So we're like, helped ourselves some cake. Went around here, wandered around this fucking building. Then what is it, Rock 30? Rock or whatever the fuck.
Right.
That place. You know what I mean? And we're bored out of our mind. They're like, here, have some potato chip. Fuck you. We're gonna, walk around with kids, like doing our shit. Anyway, so we go out, we do our shit. The band's playing. The band's cool as shit. Everybody else is a dick to us. And then, so we're doing our dancing, and of course everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world! Oh my God, we're all gonna die!" And
because you're dancing?
Because of the slam dancing, which nobody'd ever seen before.
So there was fear.
Right, that was the
There was fear of the white planet.
Right, exactly. Yeah, hey, white kids, I mean, 40 years later, a little different. But anyway, back then, anyway, so so anyway, I remember they had pumpkins at the end of the my friend Billy walked out with a pumpkin and smashed it on the stage, and everybody's sliding and fucking falling over and all this shit. Anyway, apparently, at that moment, they blacked it out and cut the transmission. It was too crazy for them. And I also heard that it's the one episode that they have never shown the highlights, the musical highlights, ever. Ever.
Wow.
So my point is, Eddie Murphy can go fuck himself. You don't get to be rude to me and my fucking friends who were guests. You know what I mean? We didn't do. You know what I mean? You asked us to your fucking show to do our shit, not. It's not like we made it up and pulled a sneaky. You asked us to do our shit to entertain you.
He's one comedian amongst a cast of comedians who have zero control over anything outside of how they do what is written for them. I know. And it doesn't matter.
He stood there on his own time on the sideline going, fuck you, get out of here, you fucking assholes, fuck you.
You have your head shaved bald. He doesn't understand the concept of what the fuck punk is. Yeah. You grown now. It's like 40 years later.
No, it never ends.
It obviously doesn't. Like, you're insane. But I love you for it. I love you for it. It's like, yo, he's going to hold on to this grudge until the day he does. Right. Screw you, Eddie Murphy. You know
his movie sucked, too.
Which one? All of them. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Yo, at this point, this is the end of the show. I am done. Ladies and gentlemen.
What is he, the fat blobby thing?
Nutty Professor. He was the shit, baby.
Yeah.
Nutty, one and two, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Oh, you talking about that one? Yeah, that did suck. That did suck. No, he's had some sucky film. He's like, his latter half of his career has been sucky, and like he just announced that he's about to do another stand-up.
The space one, the Pluto one, or something.
Let's not do this.
Yeah.
Let's not do this. He's still one of my favorite. I know. One of my favorites of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, Sab Grey.
Charlie Murphy's cool. He's funny.
Yes, he's passed away, but yes, he was a classic guy. At the end of the day, don't you see why you fucking need to be on camera? And you sit here, why do you want to interview me? I mean, what's the point? And then you come on here and you've got a story about performing at Saturday Night Live and Eddie Murphy giving you the finger. This is not one of the great random stories that you'll tell me, and I'm like, huh? There you go.
There was a tramp taking a shit outside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
New York it was the 80s, but it's still the 70s. It was a different time.
Give me a social media so they can follow you.
Sab Grey.
Don't you got like a fan page?
No, that's my personal page. But then there's the Dorktime Radio pages.
So just follow the Dorktime Radio page and the the Instagram page. You have Twitter?
Yeah, there's a Dorktime Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want people to follow your personal Twitter?
I don't have a personal Twitter.
There you go. Follow the Dorktime Twitter.
I am too old to understand the twitting.
If you ever got into it, you'd like it, but I would never encourage you to do Instagram, but I think you would actually enjoy Twitter.
I do Instagram, but I don't. I mean, I post things on Instagram.
Right? Yeah, you just post the show links and stuff. I don't see you really doing anything much outside of that.
No.
So don't worry about it. So follow him. These will definitely be some clips. We've got some clips for your ass, boy. We got so much good content out of this one. We love you guys. Don't forget, like I said, follow us on at VVC Radio, at JS, the number 1 THASUPPLIER. Don't forget to follow the Aries Lounge page and youtube.com/VVC Life. So that way you can check out all of the additional content. We love you guys. You guys have a wonderful week, and we're out of here. Boom.